what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a quick review and initial unboxing of the Suunto 7. I've been window shopping for watch for a while now, especially after seeing a couple of my friends having bought one. Ideally, I wanted something that fit my minimalistic-ish everyday carry aesthetic and something that had some unique fitness features to encourage me to get back into fitness. I saw this on Amazon and it looked like it fit the bill, so I ordered it. At the time of this recording, I paid about 349 euros for this. However, when you're watching this, it might be a little bit cheaper. Anyway, let's get on to the unboxing. I've always wanted an unboxing knife anyway. So this, I guess, just slips out. So then taking off the top, you're shown the watch face. So I've got the black silicone and black watch, all black. Nice and proudly presented. Let's take it out. Okay, so you've got a separate silicone band. Oh, hang on, let me just take this off first. So there's the watch. Then you have the charging. So, okay. So it's got a 4-pin charger to a regular USB, and then anything else. What else we got here? So there's nothing else in the box except for designed for adventure since 1936. And then I'm assuming this is all the warranty stuff. Okay. Okay, get started, quick start guide, not bad. Warranty and safety matters. Okay. Then we've got the watch itself. Quite nice, quite light. I'll tell you what, let me go ahead and get this set up and I'll be right back. Okay, so through the magic of film, I've set the watch up, I've charged it, and I've installed all my Google apps. So let's go through the specs. In my opinion, it has everything you could possibly need. It's got a 1.39-inch AMOLED display, a Snapdragon 3100 processor. It's got 1 GB of RAM, 8 GB of storage, a pretty hefty 450 milliamp hour battery. It's got 50 meters of water resistance, GPS, heart rate sensor, NFC. The overall dimensions of the case are 50 millimeters by 50 millimeters by 15.3 millimeters. And for those of you who want this in inches, that's 1.97 by 1.97 by 0.6. The watch itself is quite light. It only weighs about 67 grams, and I really like the weight and the minimalistic design of the watch. We have got 3 buttons on the right-hand side and 1 on the left-hand side, and on the flip side, we have some details on the watch itself, the 4-pin charging connector, as well as the heart rate sensor. Onto the interface and my initial thoughts. Now, before jumping into the fitness topics, I feel that we should look at the interface and address some of the basics of why somebody might choose this watch. That being Wear OS. Whilst you're here, if you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe for further content. Now, first off, the Suunto has a fantastic default watch space. You can just about see the orange lines here, and that shows the heat map of the activity of my choice that I've selected, currently that being running. Now, I live in the middle of nowhere, so there's not too much activity here, but if I move to a big city, then boom, this thing looks gorgeous. Now, speaking of the screen, it's fantastic. It's AMOLED, and it'll drain your battery like nobody's business. It looks to be bright enough to see in all conditions, and possibly even too bright if you're sleeping with it all the time. But time will tell. To get to the settings, you do so by swiping down from the top. And here you can access, for example, the display, the apps, the gestures, connectivity, accessibility, general, personalization, storage, and system. To go back, you swipe from the left to the right. And if I swipe back down from the settings, I can choose airplane mode, battery saver mode, Google Pay, cinema mode, and do not disturb mode. Hitting the left-hand button takes you to the app launcher, which allows you to access the apps such as Google Fit or anything else that you may have installed. It's here that you can open up Google Play and install apps directly to the watch. Meanwhile, if you swipe up from the bottom, this is where you can see your notifications from your smartphone. These can include any apps the iOS or Android phone receives, and it will display here perfectly. Now, onto the Suunto specific apps. There are a few Suunto apps you need to be aware of. There is the Wear OS app, which is on your phone, and this is where you pair the watch to your phone and control the basic settings. Then there's the Suunto smartphone app. This is where you'll look at your workout history and pretend to look at daily activity histories. You can add 2 Suunto specific tiles to your configured screens. Now these configured screens will show up if you swipe from the right. And this includes the Suunto This Week overview, as well as the monthly view. And this is also where you can add or customize some of the Google Fit metric apps from Google Fit. So for example, I've got my heart rate and steps, the weather, and I can also choose to record a workout through Google Fit if I want. This button, if you're inside of an app, takes you back to the main screen at a click. And then there's the Suunto Sports app, which you access by simply tapping the upper right hand corner, and it takes you to a map of the area. It shows you the battery percentage, whether you're connected via heart rate or the GPS, and then allows you to choose some basic settings. So for example, here it's asking if I want to go walking, if I want to choose a route, power save, whether I want to look at the map, for example, map style. If I want to start the app, I can either swipe to the left from the play button, or I can choose middle button to start the app, similar to any of the Garmin things you may have used. To move along the app screens, you can either press the button, and this will take you to your laps, the area, some more data, and back to your apps. And then to stop, you tap the Suunto app button again, and then you can either resume or stop the thing by clicking the button. And so I think that's mostly it. I bought this as I don't have an iPhone, so the Apple Watch was out of the question, and because I'm trying to get back into fitness. It looks like it might fit my needs, and I do plan on taking it out for some light exercises. I can't guarantee any triathlons in the next few months, but hopefully I can come back with some in-depth thoughts and possibly a final verdict. So in the meantime, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.